I'm now going to add a little bit of colour. So don't overly blacken the sky. A black sky is actually really dull. So I'm using pastels on a very cheap, I think it's classed as craft paper, this, but like a sugar paper. You want something that's quite rough, because if you look at chalks and charcoals, pastels, essentially they're just powders, and what we're trying to do is break the powders from the actual sticks and get them onto the paper. You can see the powder there, and we're not trying to colour in as if it was a pencil crayon or something. I'm just putting the powder in, and my finger in a few minutes is then going to do the work. It's going to put it where I want it to be. So I'm marking off more than anything else, and I'm not going to keep it as a single colour. I'm going to blend it in. I'm going to do a blue and pinky sort of sky, and add a hint of red. These are my oldest pastels. I've had these for nearly 30 years now, so they're doing all right. But it's quite a limited set, but I just wanted to show what you can do with just a few bits and pieces. You don't need to spend a small fortune on all these things. I'm going to actually use the chalk because that's what I would be using in school. And I'm actually going to just do my blending directly onto the paper. There we go, and I'll just use my finger. And I'll darken that up a little bit. I've got some charcoal here, but I've also got a black pastel. I like charcoal for drawing, but the black pastel is actually better for just applying the colour. Excuse me. That's that kind of an orangey looking planet. Again, not colouring in, just putting the pastels on there and using my finger to do the work. And these lines, keep them curved. If you put a straight line in, you're going to flatten it out, you're going to make it look like a circle. I want it to look like a sphere. So you've got to keep that curvature in there. So when I'm doing my shading, my pastel work, I'm just bringing my finger around with a slight angle as well. And I want this to be yellowish. The centre will be turned into a bright white. And allow it to halo out a little bit. Now, got quite a dark finger there. Make sure your finger's as clean as you can, because otherwise all you're going to do is you're going to put those dark colours into your light source, and you want the light source to be the lightest part that we can see. It's a little bit off centre, so I need to just tidy that up. Then that will do there. Now, because that's a yellow source of light, I'm going to be putting some yellow in on this side. I can add some light as well to brighten it, but not too much. And again, keeping those curves in. And if you want to do a few stars or anything like that, it's literally dots. Don't try and draw stars. There we go. Oh, and if you want it to be Saturnish, where you've got the ring, it comes out as, so work out where the centre is going to be, and it'll be slightly below the centre. Comes around and then comes back in as an oval, like so. I'm going to do 2 rings on that. Right, that is the sky bit done.